Bay had very strong feelings about Angelo and the new baby. And obviously, he's looking for this new baby. It seems like this new baby's coming. Does she change her stance when she sees him as a father in a different way?
Well, like I said, again, it's going back to the what if. Really and truly, it really is all what if. And that whole episode was about, did Regina do the right thing?
Right.
In not telling anybody about the switch, and not taking Bay away from the Kenishes, and not, giving Daphne to the Kenishes. Did she do the right thing? So now, in the situation with Angelo, it's the same thing. He's kind of off looking for his daughter. He doesn't know where she is. For all he knows, she's with another family. He would be ripping her away from a family that she's grown to love at this point. And so it kind of puts Bay in a sort of like looking in a mirror situation, seeing herself as a child and her taking into, oh, did Regina do the right thing? Like, would it have totally sucked to be ripped away from my parents? And so with him looking for the baby, that's something that Bay, I think, has tried not to deal with because she's been dealing so much with the fact that Regina just rejected her. Like, she just didn't want her. And now she kind of has to look at the other side of the spectrum and be like, oh, maybe it was for the best.
Okay. She's around
She's
now.
been dating Ty now, and Ty came before Emmett, is the thing. Like, it was really interesting to bring him back because it was sort of like, oh, well, this was her first, like, could have been an epic romance, but was cut short, tragically, because he was sent off to war. So it's almost a Bay what if right now. Like, this whole season is a, well, what if he had never gone to Afghanistan and he had stayed here? Like, would their relationship have been stronger than what Bay and Emmett had? We're going to find out this season.
Well, but it's under such different circumstances because obviously he's returned and he has issues that he has to work through. How prevalent is that? I mean, does he bring her in more gradually as the episodes go on, or?
Yeah, he definitely, when she finally in episode 4 is like, you have to let me in.
Yeah.
Don't treat me like a baby. We're in an adult relationship. Like, you have to. He kind of, lets her in finally. But when you let somebody in, the way that they, let Emmett in, when something happens, like him cheating on her, the pain is so much more. So you risk with letting someone in that you're going to end up feeling tremendous pain, and we'll see this season how it ends up going.
I was going to say, is that a spoiler alert? Or?
I'm just saying, when you let someone in, anything that could happen, whether it be, the example of Bay and Emmett, or even as far as, like, any relationship on this show with, Regina and Daphne, and then Regina all of a sudden was like, yeah, I knew about the switch. That threw their relationship completely off course. Like, in any relationship, if you're completely open with somebody, anything that is major can totally contribute to so much pain that you would never, ever know.
Right.
And it's interesting in this show, like, it is all about, like, it almost is, this whole show is what if. And it's like, what these circumstances, if they had been different circumstances, would you be the same people? Like, Bay and Ty were supposed to grow up next to each other. Daphne and Emmett were never supposed to meet each other because Daphne was never going to go deaf. Like, it's interesting. Like, really and truly, it's one little thing can set the universe completely off course.